Elisha Ogane. This is for FTT 211, week 3. Today is December 12th, 2022. We're going to be browning our barrel today. So the process all started with the sanding, 320, and then I did try 400 grit for the tool marks to get them all cleaned up out of there. I'll probably just stick with the 320 in the future. Then we went to cleaning, as you see right here. We used Simple Green and some warm distilled water for rinsing, and I kept the muzzle pointed down, tried to keep stuff out of the barrel, but I did run a dry patch through it once I was all done with the cleaning process. I actually finished, and I could see some deep scratches that I guess I couldn't see before, so I redid part 1 and 2 with the sanding and cleaning again. Then we went to browning the barrel. I ended up using a torch, and I wasn't getting good temperature readings, so I did the whole process of elimination of heating until I could apply some solution, and I could see it just start to immediately evaporate, and that seemed to do the trick pretty well for me. I ended up doing a total of 8 coats browning, where I would do the first coat, and then I would use triple aught steel wool to clean it up. Second coat would get applied, then we would clean it up, let the whole barrel dry, and start the 2-coat process over again. It took a while to get my process correct, but once I got it down without the thermometer and getting the heat right, I felt pretty confident. I kept the muzzle pointing down the whole time, trying to keep drainage out of my plug. Here I am at my 8 coats in. I felt like my coloring was a little uneven, and I would definitely try to do a better job of marking off my thirds on the barrel to get a nice even coating the next time I did it. But I like the way it looked, so I put the warm distilled water and baking soda in my little dunk tank and set the barrel in there for 5 minutes so that we could neutralize the chemicals. After we did the 5 minutes with the chemicals, I cleaned the whole barrel off and coated it in motor oil. Let it sit overnight. After I was done with the outside with the motor oil, I did run it up on the inside. Let the whole thing hang for the 24 hours, and then I came back and coated it, cleaned it off, and coated it inside and out with hops oil. And then I just left it to hang. I thought the process went pretty well. I was happy with the way that it all ended. And doing it again, I think I need a better way to heat my workspace because it is very cold here, and trying to get a metal up to temperature when it's cold and maintaining that temperature was definitely a struggle. But that's been kind of my struggle through this whole lab, has been working with things that you need to have a certain temperature or you need sunlight to get those optimal results. And I mean, 30 degrees is usually a pretty warm day here right now, so I'm using some radiant propane heaters and burning a lot of money that way, really, to try to keep things as optimal as I can. Overall, though, I was very happy with the process. I felt like I learned a lot from it. Barrel browning is something that's new to me. I knew that it could be done, but I've never tried it myself, and I'm glad that I got this chance to. I did plan on getting a Traditions Kentucky rifle at some point in the future before I learned that I was going to be doing this class, and I'm really glad that I did the class now because I feel like that's going to be able to take a lot of those skills and transfer them over to the next build and have it come out even better, especially since I'll be spending less time trying to see if my camera angles and shots are working correctly so that we can get a good footage for the class, and I can just more focus on the actual task at hand and going through it. It's just exciting to me.